Hello Ferrari people. I did a review of this Kyosho branded Ferrari 488 GTB earlier this year. If you want to look that up, just look like 488 in my channel. But we have maybe it's a better model. It's a model I didn't even want. There's a weird story about this one. I ordered a makeup Porsche on eBay and they sent me the wrong color. And the person couldn't figure out how to refund me a discount through eBay, through PayPal. So after a lot of chatting, I just said, hey, listen, just send me this car instead. It's the equivalent of what you're going to refund me anyways. So basically, I now have two cars I never wanted in the first place. But, well, here we are. So here we have this 488 LM, and I recognize this brand here. It says artwork back here. Sorry, that cover is tight. I recognize artwork because I think I have one of their Q cars, one of those egg cartoonish kind of vehicles. And but this is a different line called Mini Dream. But see, now it just says Mini Dream here, so this packaging just is not consistent because I've seen artwork on a different car, but not Mini Dream. But now on the base, it just says on the bottom, it just says Mini Dream. Well, it's not so important. It's unlicensed. So if that bothers you, avoid this. Like I said, I didn't even want this, but it's better than getting no refund. Alright, that cover was somewhat loose, but you should know better than try to pick it up by the cover. It's a photo etch nameplate here. Artwork, Mini Dream, 2019 Liberty Walk 488 LM. I couldn't find one with this livery. Granted, I didn't search that hard for it, but this looks like the same body kit and the same wheels. So we're going to compare it to these photographs here. Well, that's kind of hard with this crazy livery. I naturally would have wanted just a regular colorway, not this crazy racing scheme, but this is the only one this eBay seller had. And actually, the reason why I'm doing this review also is there's a relatively new YouTube reviewer, and he has a blue version of this. Stinger Diecast or Stinger Customs. He's in my subscriptions. You want to check him out. He reviews a whole variety of models from Hot Wheels up to this kind of level, the premium level. So, and his looks a lot nicer than this one because he has a nice metallic blue one, kind of like that Kyosho I was just showing you. So, anyways, after watching his review, I want to see if this is, just as good or bad as what Stinger was thinking. Well, I gotta say, look at the tires, how they're sunken in, just like the photograph, so that's pretty impressive. So naturally, this isn't gonna roll. No way. That thing is really, really sunken in. I'm not gonna take it off the base because chances are I'm actually just gonna sell this. I don't like this thing at all, this colorway. Alright, let's see here. Black wheels here. But there is a brake system back there. You can see the gold caliper. The rotor, I think, is just plain. I don't see any cross drilling or slots. Yeah, okay. So the center of the wheels don't have any printing. There's no brand of wheel there. That's unfortunate, but the tires are nice. They have Pirelli P0 printed on them, pretty nice. They're printed, they're not decals, so that's good. And then, well, what I am going to guess, though, is this racing livery is probably a decal, from what I'm noticing in this industry. Yeah, you see? I don't, you can see a body crease here and here, but I don't think that decal's going into it, so I think there's air underneath there. What is interesting, though, is I'm trying to figure out if the decals are under the clear coat. I'm going to have to look at some other sides. Here the decal is going into the body crease, so that's good. I think that might be the fuel filler. Interesting. It's possible the decals are under the clear coat because I don't see any of the wrinkliness. Or is this possibly all tampo printed? Well, I don't think so because a tampo print would go into the crease like up here, but it wouldn't just go over and create an air gap like here. Only a decal would do that. You'll see there's a tiny little side skirt canard here, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty thin. the side mirrors have reflectors in them, little shiny plastic reflectors. The windows are molded. Okay. You know what? I'm mistaken. I think Stinger had a CM branded model, but this is clearly not branded by CM, so interesting. Okay. Let's see the headlights here. If I can focus on it. There. Oh, I had the focus. Let's see if I can refocus. It looks like there's like some impressions of some LEDs and stuff. These little rectangles and something's going on there. On this side, same thing. So it's not bad. It's a really shiny light bucket back behind those clear lenses. Here, you know, you can see some orange peel. Oh, that's gross. I think that's some lint or possibly someone's hair. But what I'm noticing now, I'm pretty sure these decals are clear coated because this hair is clear coated, right? I don't feel any sort of edge of a decal, although this whole wrinkliness means this entire front thing is covered in a decal. This is all decal, just clear. There's some black here indicating those quick release hood latches. Let's see, there's an air pocket there. So where does the decal end and the clear coat begin? That's what I don't know. See, it's wrinkly here, but I don't see that wrinkly here. So it's possible this body seam here is where the decal ends. You'll see the dot matrix of the UPS. So it's not even printed at a really high resolution, these decals. Alright. Let me get a different angle here. Alright, so now we can get some light into those grills. So there's a texture, it seems to be casted into the metal casting here. I think this is a metal body. It's too inexpensive to be resin. Okay, the mirrors are a separate piece. Those wiper blades. I think those are photo etched pieces of metal. Let's see here. Yeah, they are separate pieces. They're raised a little bit. They're not bad. The problem is the blade isn't perpendicular to the window, which you'll see on some other models. You know, it's just weird to have them totally flat. But I do like that they have the etching of the little air gaps on a wiper blade, so that's kind of neat. This is clearly a decal because it's all wrinkly. So same up here. But I almost feel like the decals of this brand are underneath the clear coat. You see, it just simply isn't as wrinkly here as it is here. Yeah, okay. This is black here. I almost feel like this black wing is a separate piece of plastic. It's not very shiny. It looks like that, you know, plastic of an interior piece. Some weird defroster lines. Is that accurate? Why would the defroster lines only cover one half of the rear window, especially the half that you can't see out of? I think you'd probably want to have them up at the top, right? Anyways, the engine detail has got some red and silver in there, so that's not so bad. The Ferrari badge is one of those foil stickers, so that looks pretty good. Here we have, you know, the horse, and that's probably part of this white stripe decal. The taillights here, they're a little bit frosty, but they're good. You know, they're translucent. There's some black paint, I think, in there. No texture, though, I don't think. It kind of goes in deep enough. The exhaust pipes look pretty good. You know, nicely painted, and then a little bit of depth in black in the middle. Those little LED lights look pretty good, and it's nice to see something on the license plate. I think that's probably a decal. Some strakes there. Let's see if I get a different angle. I'm wondering if that's carbon fiber, or I might have to get a flashlight. No, I don't. Well, you see, it's kind of like a carbon fiber pattern there next to the exhaust. Or, you know what, that might be reflecting the base. That could be it. Maybe it's so shiny it's reflecting the... Well, Yeah, it is. It is reflecting the base. So that's really shiny black next to the exhaust. Okay, let me back out a little bit here. I'm going to set this down, focus on the window, and try to zoom in. They're quite shallow windows, though. So, I don't know. Well, you got a grainy texture on the seats. No seat belts that I can see. No harnesses or anything like that. So that's the passenger side. I don't see anything on the dashboard there. Let me flip this around. So let me hit the focus again. Yeah. It's pretty plain. What I'm trying to get at is is there anything in the instruments? Let me try this angle here. Lift this up a little bit. Focus. I can't zoom in anymore though because it's already maxed out at 4. Nothing on the steering wheel. I can't tell if there's anything in that instrument cluster. I don't think there is. It's hard to say. Alright. Is there a rear view mirror? Nope. I don't see a rear view mirror. The seat backs are pretty high. Okay. Alright. Well, seems to be a pretty plain interior. Well, I guess they give them credit though. They painted the engine a little bit, so that's good. Well, these canards are also separate pieces, it looks like, so that's good. They're plastic. I think they're a little too thick to be metal, but too thin to be die-cast metal. So I have to believe they might be plastic. I could be wrong. Maybe they are stainless steel, like etched pieces. No, I don't think so. Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to... Let's compare to a couple other models before I come to a conclusion. See, I didn't really pay for this thing, so it's hard for me to say if it's a good value. But let's compare to that Kyosho. So this Kyosho, I'm gonna guess this thing was probably $8, maybe $10 when it was brand new, and henceforth I think it's a pretty good model. It doesn't have brakes, but it's got the necessary printing and clear lights front and rear, and pretty good wheels. Now let's see artwork brand here. If I bought this from the eBay person, it would have been $25. So that puts it above Inno64 in many instances, around the same level as TLV, and this blows away at TLV. If you watch my channel, you know they're not a good value. I call them out for what I see. So in that respect, it's quite good. It is. I'm gonna guess it's still die-cast metal, but I gotta say, I do feel those graphics are underneath the clear coat, and that's something I've never seen on anything that costs less than $50. So for 25 bucks, this might be the best $25 die-cast I've ever seen, now that I think of it. Well, except the interior is missing additional color. You know, I don't see anything in the instrument cluster. But it does have photo etched wiper blades. It has reflective stickers in the mirrors. The disc brake system's there. It has printing on the tires. Yeah, so it's not bad. I don't know. It's a little torn because I didn't pay anything for it, and I'm probably gonna sell it because this livery is just gross. I was thinking about even trying to strip off the decals, but now I know I probably can't because I think they're sealed underneath the clear coat. So if you love this livery, this model will last a long time because the decals are sealed in. So that's good for you. But you know, for me, I don't like the graphics of this thing. So alright, well, I guess that's it for for this one today, we'll just let it spin in from the side view here. You will notice, this car also has yellow brake calipers, so I got that matching. Alright guys, well, so interesting. I thought it was a CM model, like Stinger has, but it's not. But it looks so similar to it. I wouldn't doubt it's the same factory. It's just different brands are buying from this factory and putting their name on it. But again, I could be mistaken. Alright, well, if you like Ferraris, hopefully you enjoyed this one. And I'll see you the next time.